Yo, what's good, everybody? Happy Taco freaking Tuesday. How we all doing? Who we got in the chat today? Who we got tuning in, baby? Let's go. Let's build some slips. Gonna do a best ball draft. Looks like my boy Eddie is in the chat. What's up, brother? How you been? I haven't seen you in a while. How you doing? How's the weather over there in Oklahoma? You like that song? Ain't no love in Oklahoma. Good shit right there. Good. What is that, bro? The gig AW. Oh, I think I know what that is. Anyway, who else we got in the chat? Looks like we had a couple viewers. You guys got to bear with me today. My allergies are going off the freaking charts. The hay contractors cut the fields like 2 days ago. And every time they do it, man, all this stuff just comes up in the air, dude. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty hot over here too, bro. I'm not actually that far from you. Just, it's right over. I get north and I get up on 40 and then it's just Arkansas. And then, I'd be there in no time, basically. Straight across 40 pretty much. Just got to get north to it a little bit. So that's cool. That's cool. So I was looking at prize picks here. We got this taco. Now, I swear this might be the most used athletes of any of these, props and discounts that all these sites use. This chick right here. I mean, I think they use her more than freaking anyone. Maybe it's just the time of the year, but I'm digging this Shane Boz under fantasy score. Let's go back to the pictures. So he's only hit this once in his last 5, and he barely got it done. Yankees just kind of had this guy's number. I don't know. It feels a little high. I think he would have to get a quality start and a win, I think, to beat us, and I just don't think he's going to get that. So I'm going to lock this in for the $5 they limit me to. Just go a little 2-pick on here. Excuse me. Let me blow this up so you guys can see it. Yeah, that's a little one I like. And we're gonna bounce over to, but I look. I mean, I just don't see him getting. I don't see him getting 28 fantasy points, man. I just don't. Hopefully the Yankees fucking show up, dude. I mean, good luck betting on baseball with these guys, man. It's just, you never know. It all makes sense on paper, and they'll still flop on their faces. So I do like this though. And then, excuse me. Let me know in the comments if you're new here. It looks like we got a couple new viewers. My boy Eddie's in the chat. And we got a couple discounts. I'm not fond of many of these, but I think this one's actually pretty good, to be honest with you. I don't know much about WNBA, but I think it's probably the best one. I don't really trust Hunter Green. The Angels do strike out a ton, but I just got very mixed feelings about it. I'm just curious if they have any so they do have this Dana White Contender Series up here. This is interesting. We might be able to build a play off this. Some of these fights are going to be real violent tonight. Like this one. 100%. What's up, Jordan? How you doing, buddy? Jordan's in the house. Brother from Alabama. Cheers to y'all. I just popped open I don't even know what this is, actually. We'll build this slip in a sec. Liquid Paradise. I mean, maybe I'm drinking the devil's drink. I don't know. You guys tell me. You see it? It's definitely one of my sins, man. It's one of my sins. Gambling and fucking beer. Beyond that, I've been doing pretty good, though. In fact, this year, I gave up energy drinks. I haven't had an energy drink since UFC Atlanta. That's actually quite a ways ago. I haven't had soda since UFC Kansas City. So actually it was before that. I quit before I went to UFC Kansas City. That was back in April. And I haven't had a cigarette since UFC New Orleans. So every time I go, sin in God's kingdom, I try to give up something that I know ain't good for me. So soda, energy drinks, cigarettes, and I still fast almost every single day. So there's that. But yeah, man. And I don't know. I feel a little better. I feel like I probably dropped about 10 pounds naturally. Just I think the soda was like a big deal, to be honest with you. And I probably need to work out more, but just trying to make some good changes. And I hope y'all do the same this year. It's pretty easy to self-destruct, but it's very, very hard for a lot of people to self-improve. So keep that in mind. Cheers, as I sin. Oh God, it is good. I can see why it's so damn good once it hits your lips. Jordan, how's the weather down there, bro? Let's get down to business here. Let's telling you guys enough about my fucking life over here and shit, getting all crazy with it. Let's go see what we got in MLB. Look, I made some bets on the Contender Series tonight, but they're money line bets. I don't feel confident enough probably to give you guys props on that, but I do feel confident in my book picks. So we can pull that up in a sec. Maybe I'll show you guys one. Yeah, it's hot here too, bro. Hunter Brown, 6Ks. I don't know, man. What, Scooble, 18 and a half outs. He's not been pitching great lately. Houston's kind of elites. They're better on the road, I think, but God, I really like me some Juan Soto today. I think we have him somewhere, though. I have him on a book play. That's where I have him. Soto to get, I would prefer his fantasy score just because in case he gets a couple walks. Let's see what they got. 2.5 hits, runs, RBIs. That's probably the closest thing we got. I don't hate it. Let's see what else we can find. Let's just run through these games. How the hell do I do the I thought you could do like the games. What the heck? Man, better change like their whole setup. I don't know if I like it as much, to be honest with you. They got the games right here. I get it. So let's just, okay. I mean, I'm just being ridiculous. It's just, we get comfortable, guys. We get comfortable with things we like. So you got the prize picks slip right there. Take a screenshot of that, and then we're going to drag you over here to better. And you can see now, look, I think there's going to be some hits in this game right here. I just don't know who. I really don't. I ain't going to lie to you. But if I had to pick, I'd probably lean like Anthony or Bregman. I think these are probably good looks. We'll go ahead and take a shot with Alex. He should be batting second in the order. They're going to be at home, so, there's that. Probably be some runs in this game. I already showed you guys I don't like Shane Boz, but let's see what they got Rodon's strikeouts at. So it's at 6, which I don't hate. I really don't hate that. He'll probably get it, but I think I think I'd like it more if it was at 5.5, man. I like the A's actually in this game today. I do. I think Lopez actually. I can't remember if it's him or Springs. Let me look real quick actually over here. Let's drag you guys over here. Let's see how Lopez has been doing on his innings. Because one of these lefties has been going deep into ball games, and I'm not sure if it's him or let's see his outline. Yeah, see, he's actually been pitching pretty well. Let's see how he's doing a head-to-head. He's never played him, I guess. Okay, that's weird. Shit, man, the books have this at plus money too, so it's like, wow. He's been pitching pretty good, though. Look at this. Shutout against Washington, shutout the freaking Rays. Minnesota's got a bunch of freaking double and triple A guys with them. I don't know. Maybe we'll take a stab at it. It's not at that small little ballpark. You kind of like that. So maybe we'll trot him out. Let's see what else we can find through here. I'm going to tell you right now, this kid the Giants have today, this Asian guy, he stinks, dude. He's not good. Machado's been in a slump, so it's like, it's tough, but I bet you somebody's going to be good here today. Maybe Luis. Let me check Luis real quick. I'll leave you guys right there, and I'll just go see how he's been hitting. Usually not a guy I like to take on bases, but if he's hot, well. Not really. What's up with these Padres, man? He's batting .306 against righties. He's faced this guy twice, has not got a hit off him. Machado's been cold, but man, dude, it's like, let's take a look here real quick. I'll pull you guys back over. All right, we'll go back over there in a sec. Yeah, Manny just hasn't been great. I don't know, man. I think today's the day, dude. I'm gonna trust my bones on this one. We're just gonna roll it. It's like they limit you to $10 on this. Let me see what they got for Machado. He hasn't been drawing a ton of walks. Yeah, I think the bases, it's bases or busts. I think that's how we do this. I think we just hope he. Oh, they do have his fantasy points. Yeah, we'll take that. Fuck it. And that'll be a 10x slip. We want, yeah, so they actually better actually lets me, I'm kind of broke over here. Better lets me dynamic now, which they never used to do in my state, but now they do. So, but I don't want to do that. I just want to go perfect on this one. We'll max bet it, which is $10 to win $100. See if they take this. Okay, let's show you guys that entry. What fit on that screen? So it's these three right here with that NBA chick. Okay, so you can take a screenshot of that. And then I'm gonna go do a draft. Let me see what I can find here real quick. I'm doing NFL division betting preview videos this week, guys. So get ready. I already have most of my stuff compiled for the AFC East. I'm going to be starting there with the Bills as big favorites, obviously, to win that division. But I hope it's kind of like I've never really done videos like this on the channel before. So hopefully they're a success, and hopefully we can find some good, value. And one thing I hear a lot of times with guys is that, they don't like placing future bets because it ties up their money for so long. And what I would say to that is you're probably A, not managing your bankroll right if you have that kind of thought, or B, you're underfunding your bankroll. It's one or the other. So you can't be afraid to do it, especially if it's a winning slip. If it's a cash, you're going to cash it. It's like my UFC bet. I tied up 10 grand, but it settles in October. That's not that far. And I don't view it as like that way. I just view it as like, I know, very confident. It's one of my favorite bets I've ever set. I think it's going to hit. Oh, that's good. So yeah, let me show you guys some. We got the Dana White Contender Series tonight. Now, I'm trying to get a little more into this. I've become so passionate and into the UFC. I've gone to 3 UFC events this calendar year already. I've been to UFC Kansas City back in April. I was at UFC Atlanta. Those were both fight nights. When did I go to Atlanta? Might have been early June, maybe. And then I just got back, like, whatever it's been now, from 318, about a month, I guess. Down in New Orleans, you want to talk about a sinning city, boy. Go down there and spend the night on Bourbon Street, boy. Kind of wild. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a pick. Let me see what we got here. This is all they got. They don't have Dana White Contender Series? Seriously? Oh, here it is. Okay, my bad. Okay, so these all go down tonight, 7:15 start time. Massive favorites on the card here. As you can see, big favorites. Except this guy right here, Cam Rouston. Now, this dude, he should not be the underdog. That's my belief. I put a quarter unit down on him. That's a free VIP slip today. It's a straight bet on the money line, plus 124. And this is like a fucking big boy, dude. I mean, he like just like when you put these two together, it's like, what the, on top of that, I think he's probably, just based on the small amount of tape I watched on both these dudes, I think that he's just a better fighter. I think he's going to win this fight, man. I do. So I like this. This is the only dog on the card, and I like him. That's not like crazy odds. All the rest of these fights, look at this. We locked in Delano on another play. I got him way less than this. Like, the money's coming in on this kid. There's no value on it anymore. But if you're on a book, you can lock in Cam Rouston. I mean, I think he's a great dog. So if you're one of my DFS guys, You know, you can believe it or not, there's a couple very reputable books that they're technically offshore, but I talked to one of my clients that I did a success interview story with. The first guy I did it with, Amon. He uses nothing but rebet. And I asked him a bunch of questions because I had other VIP clients that wanted to get on here, but they were a little skeptical. And so I asked them on like a ton of questions. And I asked him about the withdrawal process. He says it's his bank that's linked. And he says they're usually fast within 1 to 2 days, always $1,000 max a day, however. So keep that in mind. But they're legal everywhere. In fact, they're legal in my state. So I need to do my own due diligence and just go get on there. But yeah, I mean, look, if you want the full VIP experience, it's super resourceful to have a book that you can set all the like the A's. I'll just tell you another play. I'm not going to tell you what I parlayed it with, but I took the A's plus 2.5 runs today, plus 2.5, because I guess what, I already think they're going to win outright. And you can do shit like that on rebate. You can't do that on DFS. So it's good to have both. So anybody, just send me a text. If you're in the live stream, you sign up on this with promo code SBA, you're going to get a $100 deposit match, which is awesome. So you'll have $200 to play with total. And just send me a text with proof that you signed up, and I'll throw in this 10K bet. You'll get this for free. And you can set it on there. The lines are up. Amon already placed it, he told me. So yeah. So get on rebet, boys, and then let's go get in an underdog draft. So let's just do we'll try this Pomeranian out because I like this one because it's got less people. It's still a big number. And then I think starting next week, I'm going to try to do 5 days a week. Probably takes the weekends off. So I'll try to do all the weekends, or the weekdays, I mean. And I think we're probably just going to do Best Ball Manias from this point on after this one, because I feel like I'm like ready kind of. So let's get into, what is this one? Pick six person draft, $50 entry max, 25K to first. Interesting. Well, that would be fun too. Maybe we can try one of those as well. Okay, so let's get you guys. Let's see which one I want to do here. I guess this is going to have to be the one. I thought I had one that fit a little better than this, but maybe this is it. And yeah, okay, so it's these two right here. No, this one and this one, and I got all these freaking settings, man. I'm trying to figure out the best one to do one of these drafts on. So this one and this one, okay. All right, let's join the Pomeranian. It's a what is this? It's only $3. Oh, I thought it was a $5 one. Oh well, fuck it. It's $3. 18 total rounds, 25K to first. The nice thing is you're only facing 66,000 people, not 250. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just do the $5. Yeah, fuck it. I haven't done one of these yet. All right, so we're in. Yeah, allow. Okay. So if you want to join, oh, actually, it filled up. Never mind. Oops. Okay, so let's do this. Let's get you guys over on the big board. I don't know if I like the size of this window. I guess that's it. They made some changes, man. I mean, whatever. I guess we'll have to just deal with it, man. It doesn't look as good. It doesn't fit as well as the old one did when I go full screen like this. I don't know. But so we're drafting 10. Seems to be a number I get quite frequently. I don't know what's up with that. If you guys are just now tuning in, I will give you the DFS plays in between picks and stuff. And there's part of me, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. There's part of me that kind of wants to do a I don't want to call it a hero RB. I don't force anything where it's like, we're reaching for guys, but I kind of wanted to do like a hero RB strategy, to be honest with you. Eddie, you sent me a message pertaining to rebed. You text my phone or what'd you send it on, bro? Well, hopefully we can hit one of these DFS plays today. It'd be nice. All right, so we are on the clock. Best available. Well, I'll take Neighbors, man. I like me some Malik. I just, I'm so partial to my receivers. I had Derrick Henry available, and I'm like sitting here like, oh yeah, let's take best RBs. Let's take hero RBs, and then I just don't take one. It's like crazy, man. It's crazy. Little Bella wants to go on a walk. Text my phone. Okay. Gotcha. I'll make sure you get set up on that, bro. We got to get you on there if you're not on there. It's going to be a game changer for you. All right, so we're on the clock. A-Chain, I'm not a fan of. London, A.J. Brown. We're going to take Chase Brown, man. I really like the more and more I see Cincinnati, I want pieces of this fucking offense, dude. If we can't get Jamar Chase, and, it's going to give us some opportunities to get some guys later too, like Gesicki, like maybe the third receiver, maybe Joe Burrow. Maybe we just go all in on the freaking Bengals offense. But yeah, it's a solid start. I like that. I like Neighbors. I like Chase. My other phone's over there, man. So I'll have to get you after this, okay? Let me know if you all are new to the chat. Looks like we lost a few viewers. We can get back on the DFS after this. I'll make sure you guys get these picks. Are you excited about football, Eddie? Because, bro, I cannot fucking wait, dude. I'm so pumped. Like, just me doing like a bunch of research today on the AFC East video. I was just like, just getting so fucking excited, dude. And we got college football literally like week 0 is like not this Saturday, but it starts like next week, I think. So it's going to be excited, man. I'm really starting to like Trey McBride too. I would take Trey, I think, over Bowers. That's just me. He's got a chance to really warrant this pick right here. I really think that, man. You can see Harrison's coming way up the board too. So people seem to be kind of in on this Cardinals offense. I'm not quite there with the Cardinals. It's a team that traditionally starts hot and then they kind of falter. But I do think that McBride. Let me mute this, guys. I do think Trey McBride might be worth this pick right here. In fact, I think I would take him over Bowers. That's just me. But I love getting pieces of the Bengals, man. And Chase Brown, he's moved up a little bit. But I said it when we were drafting this guy in the late 3rd round, like a month ago when we first started these. I said this guy's gonna have a chance to be elite this year in this offense. He was a workhorse last year, dominated freaking snap counts. So I don't mind spending a 2nd round draft capital on a guy like Chase. I really don't. All right, so we're up on the clock here. And, I haven't drafted this guy once. So this will be the first time. But I told y'all I kind of wanted to go hero RB for the first time. Normally, I just stack receivers. But I kind of wanted to see how a draft will look when we do it this way. And then we're gonna possibly draft George Kittle if he makes it back to us right here. And we're going to like completely throw this draft way off. And then our goal will be to try to get Burrow and Purdy, basically. But we're going to look for best available. So Kittle just went. So that ruined that plan. So the next tight ends, yeah, they're way down. So we're not going to be drafting a tight end right here. Ted McMillan, Xavier Worthy, Scary Terry, George Pickens, Jameson. Some decent players in this range. Devontae Adams still there. He just went. Okay, so yeah, I mean, I guess we take the chance on a rookie. Tet. I mean, he's looked pretty good in the preseason. I watched him play at Arizona, man. He was the victim of bad quarterback play, but the dude's a freak. And there's a lot of people that seem to think the Panthers could be sneaky this year, like actually compete for that division. I'm not quite there with them, but I don't know, man. Sometimes year 3 for a quarterback, they drafted this kid first overall for a reason. So do I love the pick there? No, I don't. I feel like it's a little rich, but I also have like zero exposure to Tet McMillan so far. So let's catch up with you guys in the comments. Eddie, hell yeah. Can't wait. Also college. Yeah, college is going to be big. Now, you're in Oklahoma. Can you actually bet on college player props there? Is it legal? Because what I have to do for all the VIPs this time of year, I have to literally drive to Alabama, usually do it twice a week. It's not that far. It's like, I think the state line where I can actually set a play on like a site like Better or Prize Picks or whatever. Dabble's not legal there yet. I heard some rumors that they're trying, just like they, trying to get the peer-to-peer down there, but hasn't happened yet. So I know I'm an affiliate with them still technically, but I don't know. I haven't pushed them in so long, but that's probably going to change during NFL season, to be honest with you. Yeah, let us know in the comments, man, if it's legal there. Also, if you're new to the stream, my name's Keith. Call me Keith, Keystone, whatever. It's the other name I go by. Yeah, say what's up in the comments. I got some DFS plays for you guys. After these 2 picks right here, when we go back to back over here at pick 10, I will set you guys up with the DFS plays. You got plenty of time, so don't trip. And then I also am going to give you guys one of my VIP book plays tonight in Dana White's Contender Series. I feel pretty damn good about this one. So I think it's a sharp play. And it'll give you guys a chance to hopefully make some money tonight. I was crushing NFL preseason up until the last 2 nights, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, we went like 1 for 2, 1 for 3. Just, we got lied to, guys. I mean, the coaches lied to us. All right, so we're on the clock. Rashee Rice, James Conner, RJ Harvey's kind of this player range. I don't know if Rice is going to get suspended. I think he's worth the risk, though, at this stage of the draft. I think he's worth it. Don't love my last 2 picks, but we do need receivers. They're very important in these best balls. You gotta make sure you got a lot of freaking receivers. Could have taken Travis Hunter or Jalen Waddle, but I don't know if I trust them either. And Brian Thomas really good, so we'll see. RJ Harvey could be a sneaky pick right now, though. I'll tell you what, at this range, you got Romo Dunes. This is just way too expensive for Emeka Ibuka. I know Godwin got hurt, but I'm telling you, like, it still feels pricey. I'd rather have McMillan later. Does anybody know the extent of Godwin's injury? Because I know he got hurt, but I actually don't know how long he's supposed to be out for. So we're going to be up real soon here. Moving up the depth chart 3 hours ago. Buka's teammate McMillan neck is expected to miss a large portion of the upcoming season. Okay, so I didn't even know that. This makes a lot of sense now. Godwin uncertain for week 1 and McMillan presumably out. Man, dude, that crushed my soul right there. I just found this out 3 hours ago update. All right, fuck it. You know what? We'll draft him. We'll draft him, baby. Let's take him. Watched him play at OSU. He's good, man. He's good. I think the other kid there is really good too, though. He was more like the possession style guy in Ohio State. But damn, I mean, you tell me Jalen McMillan is out, going to miss a large portion of the season. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Okay, this became a value, so it's important. I probably should have checked Underdog before we started. Norse, what's up, bro? How's the weather down there in Florida? Yeah, man. Are you who's your NFL team, bro? Are you a Tampa Bay fan? Because you guys got a couple. Hopefully you ain't a Dolphins fan, because I've been just hating on the Dolphins this year. I mean, I'm just a hater on these Dolphins. Let's get you guys scrolled down here a little bit. But yeah, I really like this start of the team, guys. We got an elite receiver. I think he's elite in Neighbors. I think Chase Brown has a chance to be number one overall this year. I really do. And I was telling you guys that when we were drafting him in the third round. Some drafts, I even got him in the fourth round when we first started this. Now he's, costing a little more, but I don't mind it. You got two guys that are like workhorses right here. They should get roughly, 65, 70% snap count, and that's what you want. They're going to get all the important touches, red zone, third downs. Chase Brown probably, have a shot to lead the league in running back receptions, for real. And then just some upside picks, some rookies in Emeka Ibuka and Seth McMillan. And then we'll see with Rice if he gets suspended. I mean, I think at that point of the draft, though, is the number one guy that, we've seen produce a real good route runner, crisp. I think it's okay to take a shot in round 5 to get the Chiefs' number one receiver. If he gets suspended, I've been hearing rumors that it's only going to be 3 weeks potentially. So we'll see. This is where we can start looking to maybe take our first tight end, and we'll check the quarterback board. So we got Baker. I have like almost no exposure to Baker, so I'm kind of digging this. I don't hate it at all, actually. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take our first QB here since we just drafted Emeka. We'll go ahead and we'll stack Baker. We'll try to get a little Bucks action going on here. And then, we have a potential last round pick, Jackson Dart. Could be a third quarterback we could take. I'm not really interested in Bryce. And then Mahomes, he's gone. So that's not a stack option. So yeah, we might be limited with our stacking capabilities in this draft. Let's see what we got here, man. One quarterback, 2 running backs, 4 receivers. We got Hawkinson and Kelsey still on the board here. I just don't know about Kyler Murray, man, and I don't have anybody to stack him with. Yeah, I would have liked to take. Let's see here. So we got Josh Downs, Jalen Warren, Sharon Tracy, Keon Coleman. Okay, well, I think it just auto drafted for me because I didn't get the pick in. I thought I had my favorite clicked, but it wasn't in time. So we got Dak, and I would not have made that pick. So that was definitely the first fuck up of this draft because all his receivers are gone too. So whatever. Would have probably preferred to take Kelsey right there. Maybe Mark Andrews. Maybe Tyler Warren. Tyler Warren's looked pretty good in the preseason. I'm not in love with Brian Robinson or Tyrone Tracy. I think I'd rather have Scattaboo over Tracy. Godwin was still there. He might not make, week 1 is what they're saying. Let's see here. On track, but uncertain for week 1. But I'll tell you what, with McMillan getting hurt, the situation just got a lot more clear. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, that should have probably been the pick. We should have taken Godwin there. I wasn't fast enough. It's like, it's like C-3PO in episode 4. It's like, wasn't fast enough. They're dying. That's how I felt right there. Like I was killing them. But our team overall ain't bad, man. It ain't bad. So Norseman's a Chiefs fan. Are you originally from Kansas City or what? Because I spent a lot of time in that town, actually. I was just there back in April. I did a whole Kansas City vlog. Showed your Chiefs stadium when I was over at the Kauffman Stadium right next to it. They're like literally right next to each other. It's on my YouTube page. Just type in Kaufman on my page. It'll pop right up. It's a pretty cool little vlog I made, actually. It was Friday night was Royals, and Saturday night was a UFC Kansas City, which was awesome, by the way. It might have been, of the 3 I've been to this year, it might have been my favorite UFC event I've been to, even over the pay-per-view event down in New Orleans. New Orleans was pretty awesome. It's hard to say. Atlanta, even though Atlanta, I was in a really good setup, man. I was in the Top Golf freaking suite. And it was really cool. I mean, it was a cool experience, but it was different than being down there close to the fighting cage, the octagon. And a lot of my boys were there, so we'll take a chance on this kid from we need a tight end, so we'll take a chance on this rookie from Chicago. I think he is. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what the Bears are going to do. They're probably going to split reps them. It's probably not the sexiest pick. I could have taken Brock Purdy right there, but we already have 2 quarterbacks, so didn't feel the need for that. They are on separate bye weeks, thank God. But let's see what else we're looking at here. Yeah, we're definitely not in a good stacking position in this draft. It's going to be like one of these other ones. I mean, this is a value pick. It's just, this guy gets hurt every year, but if something happens to Harvey, well, you might have a league winner potentially. And you never know. Miracles happen sometimes. Definitely not my favorite draft so far that we've done, though, boys. 100%. Probably one of my least favorite. Had to get the practice one out of the way. Since this one's going real quick here, what we'll do is we'll go do another one. We'll try that 6-man draft one out. We'll have a stacked-ass team. Probably be a lot of fun. Let's see if we can get an update on Brandon Ayuk. Could be ready for week 6 is what I'm hearing. So that's interesting. So, yeah, I mean, that means that the stock of some of these other guys just went through the roof. Like Juwan Jennings, Ricky Pearsall, George Kittle, even the backup running backs for the Niners. So, yeah, there's some good backs on the board right here in this range. In fact, I like some of these guys. I'll pull you guys back over here. Sampson is clearly going to probably be Cleveland's guy, man. I can't believe this guy's not higher on the draft boards. Let's pull you guys back over here. So these are some running backs I like in this range. So you've been a Chiefs fan since 1999. Okay. What year were you born and when did you start watching football? You like my age, older, younger? I'm 42, so I was born in 83. Okay, let's get you guys back over here. We'll do a recap. Like I said, this is by far like not my favorite team, but it's crazy how much the board has even changed since the last draft I did about, 10 days ago. We're going to be very active with these drafts, though. Dak has a chance, guys. He's got a serious chance to lead the league in passing yards. He really does. So I don't hate it. I just wish we could have stacked him with like Pickens or something. So JJ McCarthy just went. I would love it if Scattaboo made it to us right here. That would be the pick, but I'm not getting my hopes up. Trey Harris, Josh Palmer, those are probably decent picks. Trey Harris hasn't had the greatest preseason, so yeah, we're gonna take Cam Scattaboo right here. Look, this kid, I watched him play at ASU. He's a total beast. Some critics are, saying maybe he doesn't have the speed. His physicality may not matter as much at this level, which could be true. And then we're going to take Trey Benson. Here's the thing. A couple RBs back-to-back, 3 in a row, actually. So we're going to look to fill out receivers after this. And I'll tell you what, man. I like Trey Benson. last season. I liked him as a rookie sleeper. And Connor, well, prior to the last couple seasons, James Conner has been a guy that is always getting hurt. And I'll tell you right now, if something happens to James Conner, you have a potential league winner right here in Trey Benson. Big kid, got a great skill set, can pretty much do everything. So I don't hate it, man. And Trey Harris is really falling down these draft boards. It's crazy. Let's see here. Okay, so we got like what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 picks left. We're looking honestly best available. We definitely need a second tight end. We have Baker and Dak as our options, so we could look potentially for some more stacking options, like sleeper type picks deep in the draft right here. Dylan Sampson's still there. This is crazy to me. I don't get it, dude. It's like, did people not watch the preseason game? It's nuts. Oh, if you're new in the chat, let's say what's up, man. Say what's up. My name's Keith. After this draft, I'll get you guys caught up on these DFS picks. You still got time. You still got time. So just calm down. I'll give you one of my book plays tonight too. I'll give you one of my VIP picks. Appreciate y'all tuning in, taking the time to come watch some draft action, baby. Now, I love the start of our draft, but I'm not a huge fan of the middle. We definitely need some receivers. That's going to be point of emphasis. I'm not loving the range right here, though, like at all. No, there's no way this guy's still here. Is he still here? Wow, he's still here. Okay. So, damn, man. Still got a little bit to go here. I'm looking through this board right now, and I'm just, Dylan Sampson still there. Trey Harris just went. I had him on the board. Rashad White still here. Yeah, Leggett, Ertz, Garendo is one of my top picks at this stage of the drafts. Jalen McMillan's off the board. Man, it sucks, dude. Hollywood Brown, Cam Ward, Algier, Hunter Henry. We'll take a chance on Henry as our second tight end right here. I don't hate it. We could have tried to grab, somebody with Baker or Dak potentially, but you honestly really don't know how well these guys are going to produce this late in the draft. Mason Taylor's another guy I really like from the Jets. Gesicki, I think these are good late tight end options. Now, Elijah Arroyo from the Seahawks, he's battling for the starting job. The other kid, I forget his name. He's more of like the blocking type. Arroyo is going to be the pass catcher. So that could be actually a sneaky little pick here at this stage of the draft. All right, so Rashad White's on the board. Leggett's on the board. We're going to take we'll go in since we have Tet. Look, it's not the worst idea to take another guy that was very good in college. Leggett has wheels. They're very similarly built, actually. Leggett's not quite as tall as Tet McMillan, of course, but they're both fast dudes, and Leggett could be good, man. He could be sneaky, actually, because Thielen's an old man, and everyone hated on Leggett because he had a bad season as a rookie dropping the ball. He dropped a lot of passes, but that doesn't mean he cannot be good at this stage of the draft. And quite frankly, boys, when you get to this stage anyways, you're not looking for guys that'll just get you like 5 for 50, like the Christian Kirks of the world. You're looking for dudes that can literally go 2 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. That's what you want at this stage of a bet. Definitely possesses those skills. Born in 79. All right. Was raised a Giants fan, but chose the Chiefs. I hear you, bro. I hear you. I ain't going to lie. It's not like I've never switched teams throughout life either. I've been a Niner fan forever, to be honest with you. So I don't like your Chiefs very much because I think the league, kind of helps them. I hope as a Chiefs fan, you can probably agree with that statement, but I had literal people telling me last year, boys. I mean, they convinced themselves in the NFC Championship. Now, I lost a lot of money betting on the Chiefs, okay? I really thought they were going to three-peat. I thought the league wanted it. But what I underestimated was just I feel like the league like helps and aids outcomes. And I had guys that were all in on Buffalo in the championship game. I'm like, dude, what's wrong with you? Like, what do you think the NFL really wants? You think they want to see Josh Allen and Khalil Shakir and James Cook in the Super Bowl? Or you think they're going to maybe help the Chiefs a little bit so they can get, I don't know, Mahomes and Kelsey going for a fucking three-peats? No one's ever three-peated before. And I don't know, Taylor Swift, who, helped the Niners Chiefs Super Bowl the year before become the greatest watched, most televised. More people tuned into that Super Bowl than in any other Super Bowl in NFL history. What do you think the NFL really wanted, guys? You think they wanted the Bills and Khalil Shakir? You think they wanted those guys in there, or do you think they wanted Mahomes and Kelsey going for a fucking 3P with Andy Reid? And I had guys convinced, and I said, dude, you guys are out of your minds. You're out of your fucking minds. And you could talk about that last play, so whatever, We're gonna go and draft our third tight end here. I don't love it, but I normally a lot of times I only take two, but we're kind of thin at the position because we waited so long. So we got some upside guys. All right, so we're already back up. Holy shit, that was fast. We're looking through Michael Wilson, Slayton Hopkins. Damn, man, it got thin real quick. Shit. All right, we'll take a chance on Alec Minor. Oh, shit. Dude, I fucking didn't click off Gesicki. God damn it, dude. Yeah, I fucked this draft up. Thank God it was a $3 one. That was a fucking misclick, dude. I clicked the wrong thing. And I will tell you, man, these 20-second drafts, they go pretty fucking fast. So the pick, let me show you guys what I was looking at. The pick would have been one of these guys right here. I think these guys all have massive upside at this stage of the drafts. Watch Jalen Noel play at Iowa State. He's very good. He's a speedster. Could find his way onto the field. They got Kirk in the slot. It's hard to say, but damn, that went freaking fast. Taj Brooks going to be the pick right here, I think. I cannot believe I drafted 4 tight ends. That's embarrassing. Taj Brooks would fill out our RBs very nicely if he makes it back to us. I'm not getting my hopes up. And what that would do is it lock down what I think we'd have the top 2 backs in Cincinnati. So, yeah, this is definitely probably one of my least favorite teams I've drafted. We could look at Jackson Dart here, too. I do like DJ Giddens. Something happens to Jonathan Taylor. I watched this kid play at Kansas State. He's very good. Very good. Can do pretty much anything you want on the field, which is nice. This guy's been getting a little hype right here. I'm not quite there yet. Ollie Gordon's buried in the depth chart. Not a huge fan. They're saying this kid could have a bigger role. I'll believe it when I see it. You got some vets right here. Pierce, nothing too exciting. Hopkins. I would not draft Hopkins at this stage. I'd rather have an upside pick. Like I mentioned, I like this Arroyo kid. And we got darts. We got just whatever. This draft feels gross, but you know what? I'll tell you what. Sometimes these gross ones, they're the ones that just somehow fucking find a way, even though it makes no sense. Man, the receivers have just dried the fuck up. So yeah, I'd be looking to take one of these upside kids right here in Mitchell. I'd much rather have Mitchell than Hopkins, Jalen Noel. We'll take a chance on Jalen, I guess. I don't hate it, man. I don't. Ray McLeod could be a starter. I mean, he is technically third on the depth chart, so he's going to have some big weeks too. I think my Niners drafted this kid. He never panned out there, but I'm just saying, like, at this stage of the draft, that's the kind of guy you freaking want. So, and Troy Franklin's another guy I loved in college. Lockett. We'll take a chance on McLeod here. Like I said, at this stage, you want guys that can boom or bust. You don't care if he goes 4 for 40. That actually hurts your roster. You want a guy every 4 weeks that could pop the fuck off, and he brings that to the table. So I don't mind it. Let's pull you guys back over here to the big board. We're going to do a second one because I'm not very happy with this draft. That was our last pick. Okay, so I don't hate the team. We only took 2 quarterbacks. We took them back-to-back. Like I said, Dak was an accident if you were watching the whole time. I love the start of our draft. Like, it was really good. Neighbors, I haven't drafted back-to-back RBs like this once, so that was different. We got 2 stud workhorses. Like I said, I love Chase Brown. I think he's got literal #1 overall upside. And then, yeah, we took some rookies and Emeka Ibuka. He's flying up draft boards because of the news of McMillan getting hurt. I didn't even know that, to be honest. It was updated 3 hours ago. And then Rashee Rice, well, we'll see if he gets suspended. But if not, I mean, you got the Chiefs' #1 receiver in round 5. You don't hate that. The only flaw with this draft really is we were not able to stack anybody, and that's a bad thing. You always want stacks, and the only guys we have stacked are these 2 right here, Baker and Emeka. So wasn't my favorite draft. The tight end, this was an accident. Gesicki did not mean to do that. I meant to take I don't even remember who it was. And yeah, I mean, it's not my favorite draft, guys, but Noel and McLeod definitely last pick of the draft, getting a guy that's probably going to have some really good weeks. It's not the worst. So let's go do another one. Let's bring you guys over back to this. Let's get you guys right here. And let's pull up Underdog. Okay, so which one was it? So is it this one? Okay, yeah, we'll leave you guys right here for a second. All right, let's go back to drafts. Let's go to NFL. We'll do the puppy this time. We did this one. Actually, you know what? I wanted to try this one right here. I want to try one of these 6-person ones. 30 seconds per pick. I like that. Yeah, I actually like that. 25 grand. Only 4 tournament rounds. So 1 through 6. So that you get eliminated. Okay. Yeah, interesting. We'll try this. We'll try this. See if it takes it. Must build rankings. So why do they always do this, man? Some of these drafts, like I get this, like you must build rankings, and I thought, dude, I have my rankings. We just did a draft with rankings, and then this is what happens. It just does this. It won't let me actually like in, so we might not be able to do this one. Hey, you want to stop that? Sorry, I was talking to my dog. All right, well, obviously it's not going to work, so it's super annoying. I don't know why it does that, but I mean, I obviously have the rankings. Let me try one more time. Let's see here. Set rankings. Okay, so we go to NFL. Okay, I have rankings. Let's just make a change here and see if that works. We'll try it one more time. Close. Yeah, okay. Well, maybe Herm X. I'll give it like 10 seconds to load. If it don't load, we'll do something else. Okay. So we're gonna do the puppy. I'll tell you guys what. Let me get you guys over to these DFS picks real quick. I'm gonna join this in like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys see what we set over on Better. You got time. So we took this NBA chick discounts, $10. They limit you onto these discounts, and we paired it with these 3 guys. All in. Don't flex this shit. If it hits, it hits. It's a $10 bet to 10 extra money. And then I'll pull you over to the Prize Picks taco play after this. Let me grab a beer real quick. See what's going on with my dog. She's acting all weird over here. And then we'll get into another draft. So give me 1 sec, boys. All right, I'm back. All right, so take a screenshot. Like I said, you got those three right there. I think you can see them with this WNBA chick. I don't know. I think she should hit. It's actually my most favorite of the discounts. Another play you guys can set if you're on a book, and if you need a book, we'll get into that in a sec. Cam Ralston, Dana White Contender Series tonight. Only a dog on the card I actually really like. I think these lines should be flipped, to be honest with you. So, yeah, you can set this, wherever you're on a book. If you need a book, you're in a DFS state, hop on freaking Rebet, guys. Hop on Rebet. $100 deposit match with promo code SBAA, and yeah, you're gonna get a taste of the full VIP experience. It's good to have a book in your pocket. Rebet's actually pretty reputable. I have many VIP clients that are on there. They tell me nothing but good things. They have most of the markets that I set my plays on. So check it out. Let me know if you sign up, and let's get you guys over to Prize Picks. And we set this one as a taco play. Aja Wilson, probably the most used player by any of these sites. So, and then Shane Boz under 27.5 fantasy score. Yeah, I like that kid too. If I would have had Burrow, we would have grabbed him, dude. See what you're saying over here. You were a Chiefs fan when they had 2 to 3 win seasons. Pictures of me in Arrowhead during that time. Yeah, no, bro. You're good. You're good. Trust me. If your franchise has any level of success, like, people are going to hate, bro. Like, you know what it's like being a Niners fan? I don't even understand the hate on the Niners. It's like we haven't done shit in 30 years. Nothing. We've been to a couple Super Bowls. Fucking lose them. We lost 2 to you guys. We lost the one against the freaking Ravens with freaking Colin Kaepernick. So I don't understand where this hate comes from. It's like the Cowboys, too. People hate on the Cowboys. What the fuck have they done in 30 years? Nothing. Have they even made it to a conference round in 30 years? Anyway, let's get into another draft. I gave you guys a couple picks I like. If you need Prize Picks, Underdog, guys, I'm affiliated with all these people. In fact, there's links below if you need these apps. Rebet, Prize Picks, Underdog. That's where we do all our drafts, is over on Underdog Fantasy. And there's a Stand Store link down in the description of this video. Take you, you want to do one of these drafts with me or something. We're gonna do the puppy this time. It's a $5, 100K first prize. Well, that'd be nice. I got close last year, man. I got close. I was 1 round away from some serious money in one of these. Like, it would have been, I think it was top 12 in the final table. So yeah, we would have been looking at like probably 6 to 10 grandish at the bare minimum, with the chance to win 100. I think is basically what it was. So I'm going to join the puppy right now. If you guys want to join, let me know. Looks like, well, it already filled up. Okay, well, you're not going to make this one, but we'll see what we can do. Okay, so we got the second pick this time. Interesting. Let me see if we can put a lot over here now. Okay, so let's get prepared here. Let's try to do it a lot fucking better. I'm going to try to be a lot sharper in this one. And let's see if this will load. All right, there we go. Number 2. Okay, this is going to be fun because I haven't got first 2, 3 picks very often. So Bijan Robinson's going over. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, no. Yeah, he is. He is actually going number 2 overall now. It's interesting, man. Yeah, maybe we take a running back first. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what that was all about. All right, so we're in business. So what's up in the chat if you're near? My name's Keith. We're going to be doing our second best ball draft in a row, boys. This guy's probably going to – if this guy doesn't take Chase, I'll, like, go crazy. Okay, he took Chase. So, it's just tough, man. It's so tough. I think the pick's got to be Lamb for me. I mean, do I mind Bijan or Saquon? No, but I just am so partial to receivers early. I think it's so important. And, Bijan, like, believe it or not, guys, he, like, shared a lot of fucking snap share last year. And we just don't know. We just don't know. I just feel like the receiver is so much safer. And look, I already told you guys, Burrow is projected to lead the league in passing this year. It's the number one guy on the books. And he very well might. I think he could put up like video game numbers this year. But Dak like has a chance too. Like they have no running backs. Their defense is nothing special. You know, might be trailing in a lot of games. I'm just saying, like, Dak Prescott could easily lead the league in passing yards. It would not shock me one bit. Cheers to y'all. They keep telling the world they're America's team. That's why they get the hate. Yeah, that's a little outdated, I think. Yeah, but man, fuck them Cowboys. I don't like the Cowboys. I don't like the Chiefs either, to be honest with you. But I respect the Chiefs more. I like Andy Reid. I like your coach, but Mahomes, Kelsey, I think I like Mahomes more than I like Kelsey, to be honest. And I was like a big Kelsey fan before anybody knew who he was. I was literally I drafted Kelsey when he was a rookie in one of my Yahoo leagues back in the day, and I knew he was going to be really good. All right, so I feel like Ashton Genty's just being over freaking drafted here, man. So we took Dak last draft, which was an accident, but I'll tell you what, we might target him in this one, to be honest with you. Let's see what these guys make it back to us. A lot of good backs in this range, you know. Bucky Irving, JT, Josh Jacobs. I think I know who I'm going to take. I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to fuck it up, but I think I know who I'm going to take right here if he makes it. Okay, I think it's like a 40% chance he makes it to us, but we'll see. And it'll be the first time I've done this. I think with this guy, I might have taken him one other time right here, very early on. And we got one pick left. Please, 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 please don't take my guy, dude. I think he's going to do it. I fucking know it. Okay, he didn't. Cool. So our pick in this one is going to be Trey McBride. I built him up last draft. I told you guys I'd rather have him than Bowers. I think he could actually have a very special season. I love that, actually. I love that pick. And then if we had to take our next pick, so we're looking at T. Higgins, Tyreek Hill. I don't know about I trust Tyreek Hill. I think we're going to take our first running back here and go with the hype of Amarian Hampton. Now, look, the preseason, the way they play these running backs will tell you guys a lot about what they think about the future. And if they protect these guys and they're not playing them much and they're barely playing at all, that's a really good sign that this is their fucking guy. Excuse me. Sorry, my allergies just fucking terrible, man. I live on a big ranch out here in Tennessee, and you know the hayfields that I have, like farmable land, but I signed a hay contract, and they just came and cut it, and every time they cut it, just my allergies go fucking going wild, man. It's like the bunch of stuff in the ground gets all kicked up and stuff. It's just it's wild. So that's why I'm sniffing a lot and coughing a lot. Yeah, it's just my allergies going crazy. Yeah, let me know if you're new in the chat. This is our second draft. I may do a third one if I could have gotten into that 6-pick draft. I don't know why Underdog's not letting me. It's so weird. That would have been nice. I may do a third one. And if you guys tuned in for the DFS MLB picks, I will I'll drag you back over there after these next two, this turn pick right here. So we have a lot of interesting guys. So we're definitely looking for like Dax and Kylers in this one. Xavier Worthy, Brees Hall, Jalen Hurts is still on the board. Pickens would be sexy because then we really have to get Dak then. I don't mind DJ Moore, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf. I like all these guys in this range. Chuba Hubbard, I mean, I've been kind of a hater, but I'll tell you what, man, there might be some value on this guy at this stage of the drafts. Kamara is going to be playing on a really bad team. I'm not in love with it at all. Not in love with it. I think the Niners guys have really gained some value here. I do like Olave, though. I like Olave if you're going to draft a Saint. Swift's getting a lot of hype. I mean, Golden in Green Bay is a rookie. I mean, I know he's really good. I watched him play at Texas, but geez, man. Geez. It seems a little steep for the price. I don't know, man. Seeing as we already have CeeDee Lamb, some people say, like, well, you don't want to draft the number 1 and the 2. Well, why? Because if this team makes the playoffs and Dak throws for 350 yards and they both have 100 and a touchdown each, they're both going to make your freaking lineup, man. So, yeah, we'll take a shot on – I think we're going to go Metcalf here. I think he's got a little more upside than DJ Moore. I think he could have more explosive weeks. Prior to last year, Rodgers had a pretty damn good track record of making guys top 10 receivers. I'm just throwing it out there. Going back to like the Jordy Nelson freaking days. Randall Cobbs, Devontae Adams. So, and I've been hearing this guy's going to be really involved in kind of a stud. So I don't hate the Metcalf pick at all right here, guys. I don't hate it. And so let's take a look where these quarterbacks are going. So Burrow, we got a ways on Kyler. I think he might make it back to us. So we're going to take a guy that I don't have a ton of shares of, and that's Cortland Sutton. He's clearly the one on this team. You're getting a number 1 receiver. Should be on a good offense again. They still got, according to PFF, they still have a top 2 or 3 offensive line. And Sean Payton in the past, he's more of like a X receiver type guy. So like you're going to have good games out of Marvin Mims. I think Mims is the biggest value, one of the biggest values on the draft board right now, to be honest with you. But I'll tell you, Sutton is that X receiver in the Sean Payton system. He's going to get a lot of targets. He's going to have some really good games, probably be one of our more consistent players, to be honest. I actually really like the start of this draft, boys. I love it. Drafting out of the 2-hole. All right, so if you're tuning in for the DFS picks, let me pull you over here real quick. We just set this taco play on around Price Picks, little 2-pick. Starts in 10 minutes on Shane Boss, so you got time to lock that in still. So take a screenshot or just remember that one. And then we also set this one over on Better. So we got the WNBA chick on the discount, and then we got these guys right here. And I would just personally tell you to go all in on that. Don't flex it for 5x. Just go all in for 10x. We're either going to hit it or we're going to hit it. It's a $10 bet. Massive upside to win $100 because they limit you on these discounts to $10. So, all right, let's get back to the drafts. Take a screenshot of that real quick, and I'm going to pull you guys back over here. But yeah, I love our start. It's so different than anything I've done, and it's going to be real important we get Kyler and or Dak. I would prefer Kyler. I don't have a lot of exposure to him. Trust me, I have very mixed feelings about this man. But for this particular team, we want Arizona shares, and what it'll allow us to do is potentially get like their second receiver, like a Michael Wilson of the world. Potentially, trade Benson again, like we took in last draft. Just get Arizona pieces. They're attached to this guy. Swift is still here. Golden, Jerry Jeudy, Jacoby Myers. Man, he's moved up some draft boards. I don't know. I personally like. Something happened to Jack Besh. Like I didn't see him in last draft. Let's see if we can get an update on this guy. Falling behind in wide receiver competition. Interesting. Besh was rumored to be facing an uphill battle for the number 2 wide receiver. Any stages of training camp, Thursday's preseason confirmed that suspicion considered Trey Tucker and fellow rookie Thornton. Thornton's he's getting some hype right now, man. I think this is the Thornton that played for my Volunteers. I'm pretty sure that's him. There's a lot of Thorntons in the world. There's another one, Isaiah. He played down in Miami. He's really good. All right, so I feel like Kyler's not going to make it back to us if we don't take him. We might be able to make this. Let's see. Did this guy take a quarterback yet? Yeah, I want to make sure we get our guy here because this guy don't have a quarterback, and I think he might take one. I don't think he would have taken Kyler. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and take DeAndre Swift as our second RB. Look, Ben Johnson, their new head coach. I mean, you got to imagine they're going to be running a Lions-style offense, and Swift should be Gibbs, and Roshan Johnson probably going to be David Montgomery. So they both have value. They may not be that good, but, the Bears actually – let me see if I still got this pulled up. I was doing a bunch of research earlier today, about to make you guys a future video. Best offensive lines. So the Eagles, the Broncos, the Bills. Number 4, the Bears. Not only is the offensive line remodeled, but it's also perhaps the most improved unit in the NFL. Braxton Jones and Darnell Wright both finished among top 22 highest grade offensive players last year as tackles. So that's going to be their tackle duo. They're young. That's good. This unit has 3 new interior starters who represent immediate upgrades. They got Joe Thuney. He's been the best pass blocking guard in the NFL in recent years. Free agent center Drew Diamond ranked among the top 5 at the position in PFF last year. And right guard Jonah Jackson. If he can stay healthy and get back to his old form, this could be one of the NFL's top offensive lines. I'm just throwing that out there, boys. So don't be scared to draft Swift or I like Roshan too. I think Roshan's going to be like the Montgomery. I think Swift's going to be like the Jahmyr Gibbs playing with Ben Johnson. I don't mind it at all. And taking him as our second RB, I like that. I like that a lot in round 7. Ooh, I like that. So anybody else new to the channel, say what's up, man. Don't be all shy in the comments. Got Norse, forget your first name. We were just texting down in Florida. We got, my boy Jay just said, what's up? What's going on, bro? How's the weather up there in, I always forget where you're at. Is it Jersey or are you in Massachusetts? I know it's one of the two. I think you're in Jersey, aren't you? How you doing, Jay? My boy Eddie, I'm not sure if he's still here. Or Jordan. Got boys all over the country, guys. All these VIP dudes. We got Eddie in Oklahoma. We got Jordan down in Alabama. We got, just people all over the country. Man, I'll tell you what, dude. I'm digging this draft so far. I think this is going to be a really good one for us. I like me some Jaden Higgins. Let's start looking ahead here. We're up in I'll tell you what, let me pull this down a little bit for you guys. Love that start though, boys. Let's get it right about there. Jaden Higgins would be dope. We do not need a tight end. I feel like we are set there at this stage of the draft. I'm not interested. Michael Pittman's probably a decent pick, but I'm going to trust my bones here and take Jaden Higgins. Look, I think Houston regresses, man. They're plus money to win the division. They're still favored, but I'm telling you, I think they overachieved a little last year. And if you even get like 10 to 15% more pass volume out of that team, out of CJ Stroud, like Higgins is going to be a steal. He's going to be their number 2 guy. And I watched him. He's actually, they drafted 2 rookies, Noel and him. All right, so we're going to take our second quarterback here. I want to make sure bye week. Yeah, okay, so these guys are on separate buys. I like this. This is going to be the only 2 quarterbacks we draft. So we have our 2 stacks. We got Dak with CeeDee Lamb, and we have Kyler Murray with Trey McBride. I love the fucking start of this draft. I told you guys I was going to clean it up from the first one. We're on fucking target. Let me go back a little bit and talk about that Jaden Higgins pick, though. Okay? This dude is like a stud. He's like a little taller than me. Super like, how do I describe this guy? he's got all the like prolific things you'd want in a big physical receiver, and he has speed. And then his teammate Noel, they both played at Iowa State with Rocco Bichette, and I'm telling you right now, this is going to be their number 2 dude. Kirk's going to play out of slot. You're going to have Nico Collins on one side, and you're going to have Higgins on the other side. He's going to have some monster freaking games because Nico is going to get the best coverage by far. If anybody's going to get bracketed, it's going to be him. And I think their defense probably regresses a little, meaning they should be in more, shootouts potentially. Maybe they're not. Maybe they fall a step back. I don't know. We'll see. They play in a weak division too. You got to like that. Jacksonville's defense, not very good. Tennessee's defense gave up, I think, the most points in the NFL last year. Not very good. So we'll see. We got 2 stud running backs. Probably need to start looking for some of those. This is going to be a team where we only draft 2 quarterbacks. I don't feel the need for a third. It's not necessary. So we got Zach Charbonnet. We got Cam Scatterbo are the next 2 backs on the ADP. You got Judkins. I'm not trusting him in Cleveland. I'd rather have Sampson. Tank Bigsby. I mean that running back room in Jacksonville is really crowded, man. Really crowded. Ray Davis. I mean, I don't like Buffalo backs, but you never know. I like me some Trey Benson. We talked about that. Let's start seeing what else we could potentially stack. Okay. Ayuk, they're saying might not be ready till week 6, but I'll tell you what, it could be a value pick at this stage of the draft. You just got to accept that he's not going to make an impact on your roster probably until week 8 or 9. But imagine if he turns into, a top 10 receiver. Man, look, y'all, most of y'all in your season longs and your best balls, you were drafting Brandon Ayuk last year in the 2-3 turn. The 2-3 turn. So just keep that in mind. Guy can play. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and reach a little bit here. Take Trey Benson. Give us another piece of this Arizona offense. I don't love it, but the other running backs I'm just not in love with. Ray Davis, Cook just got his deal done. Josh Allen runs in so many touchdowns. I just don't see any real upside here. If something happened to James Cook, it'd be a great pick. Could be good handcuff. Javonte Williams, maybe. Stevenson, maybe. Christian Kirk, I don't see a ton of upside here. I think the pick's going to be Marvin Mims. He's got to have highlighted here. Gives us 2 Denver receivers. The Knicks owner is probably going to be pissed at me. I just took that guy, but I was looking at Trey Harris. I don't know. I just kind of trying to fill out our receivers a little bit. We have a 2 quarterback, 3 running back, 5 receivers now, and we have a stud tight end, of course. Let me pull you guys back over here real quick. So this is our team so far. 2 quarterbacks I'm very comfortable with. There's going to be the only 2 we draft. We're going to fill out this RB position, but man, that star right there, I'm in love with that. And then, yeah, we got really good receivers too, man. CD, DK is probably going to be a thing. Sutton, Higgins, and then Mims. And so, if Denver's good and their offense pops off in the playoffs, even though we don't have Bo Nix, it's actually good strategy because if our guys are good, right? Like say this team's really good and we make the playoffs and then we get one of these offenses to pop off in the playoffs right here between Kyler and Dak and with our guys. And then we get one of these Denver receivers to be really freaking good. This team is going to have a really good shot, man. I'm telling you. I love this team so far. Fucking love it. Let's pull you guys back over here to the big board. And we'll scroll down a little bit. So we got like 7 picks left. Jay, everything's good, bro. It's a little toasty out. I'm after this draft, I'll probably cut it off and I'm working on a AFC. I'm working on all the videos, but I started with the AFC East. I'm doing division previews and betting, betting preview videos for y'all. Give out a lot of good information for free on YouTube. So make sure you guys are sub to the channel if you're new here. You're not going to want to miss these. The first one I'm doing is AFC East. I'm about halfway done with my prep, so I'll probably launch that later tonight. The MLB is like, I don't know. I like making videos about it. It's pretty easy. I probably should just do it, but I'm kind of over the MLB, dude. I'm just like ready for fucking football. I'm ready for college, week 0. Ready for some big things, man. Big things. Football's just, look, it's a different animal, guys, okay? It's just a completely different freaking animal. So we need some running backs. I mean, there's some value on the board at this point with guys like Ray Davis and Javonte Williams. They keep falling. Braylon Allen for the Jets, I think, is a solid pick. Jaden Blue, we'll see. Dylan Sampson, I think, they're treating this guy like he's the one. So I don't know, man. We'll see. It's good to see you, though, Jay. Thanks for tuning in, brother. Anybody else new to the chat? Say what's up in the comments. We still got Trey Harris on the board, guys. That's interesting. He's falling down boards, but I still kind of like him, man. I'm trusting the talent. I mean, this was the number 1 freaking receiver until he got hurt in college football last year at Ole Miss. So I don't know. I mean, look, we'll take Javonte. I don't love this pick here, but the reason we're doing it is because we have this Dallas stack. We have Dak, and then we have Javonte, and then we have CeeDee Lamb. So the thing is like if our team is good and it makes the playoffs, we have pretty much all the shares of Dallas potentially. I think if anything, Williams will probably have a red zone role over these other kids. So you just hope, like, between all the Dallas guys, you fall into all the production. So you got Tajay Spears. He got hurt in the preseason, or he's banged up, I think. So we got guys like Hollywood Brown, Dylan Sampson. He plays on such a bad team, but I still like the upside of this kid from Tennessee. I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it at all. Trey Harris just went right after him. That was the other guy I had highlighted. So Sampson, he carried the Volunteers last year, man. Carried them. There's still a lot of good receivers on the board too, which is interesting. So we got 5 of them. We could start to look maybe for our second tight end. And yeah, we got 5 good backs too. So yeah, I love this draft so far, guys. We're looking to fill out at least 1 more tight end. It's probably all we'll take on this one, and just running back, receivers. The more receivers your team has, that's a good thing. I'm just looking through some of these guys. I love me some Mason Taylor. Watch this kid play at LSU. He's Jason Taylor's son, actually. If you guys remember Jason Taylor from the NFL, well, he's really good. He comes from an athletic NFL background. You love taking guys like that. Noah Fant could be getting some hype right now. Gunnar Helm in Tennessee. Watched him play at Texas. Kid can play. It's interesting. Cam Ward's got some pretty good rookies, man. Tennessee did a good job this year in drafting some rookie talents between him and Alec Anamore from Stanford. Elijah Higgins is Arizona's allegedly backup tight end, but we got Trey McBride, so we're not too worried about that. Dallas is kind of a big mystery because I think, I don't know. It's hard to say. I think they're going to run a lot of 11 personnel. I don't imagine they're going to be running a lot of 12 personnel, but somebody will probably emerge as a decent fantasy option. So, and then you got, guys like Likely, dude. Like, Likely's a fucking savage. Like, if something happens to old man Andrews, like, Likely's going to be a fucking savage. I think he's a value at this stage, guys. I mean, I'll probably be the pick if he makes it to us. We'll see. And then, Jonu Smith, say what you want about Jonu. Aaron Rodgers never been a guy that really makes tight ends like go crazy, but he could be good, dude. This kid Thornton, too. We could take a look at him from the Raiders. McMillan got hurt, guys. Make sure you don't draft Jalen McMillan from Tampa Bay on your teams. Rico Dowdle, Jalen Wright, Quentin Johnson. Tony Horton's going to be the third receiver in Seattle. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. All right, we'll go ahead and take the hype pick here in Dante Thornton. Let me see what this guy's got right here. Okay, I think this is the pick. We'll see. We'll see. See how that pans out. But there's a lot, it looks like he's probably going to be the number 2 receiver. So on a team that plays in a really good division that should be trailing practically in probably 70% of their snaps at the bare minimum or more. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Quentin Johnson, Sam Darnold. We'll go ahead and take our guy Mason Taylor here. Second tight end. Yeah, that's going to be the pick. I don't hate it, man. I don't hate it. I like this team. In fact, I love our quarterbacks. Massive upside. Dak could literally lead the league in passing. We got Hampton, Swift, Benson, Javonte Williams, and Dylan Sampson. Okay, so a couple second-year players, guys in good systems. I'm starting to really dig this Swift pick, man. Swift and Roshan, you guys want shares of those two guys. I'm telling you, with Ben Johnson coming in, you'll want shares. Our receiving core is fucking dirty. I mean, Lamb, DK, Sutton, Higgins, Mims. Massive upside here for like spike weeks. And then Dante Thornton could be the number 2 in the Raiders offense. So, and then McBride, we, obviously invested some draft capital into him. And then you got Mason Taylor, of course. So, yeah, let me know if you guys are new here. My bad, Jay, dude. I don't know why I keep thinking you're in fucking Jersey. Haven't I said that like every time you come on? I was like, why do I got some other guys that are in that state, but you're up there with my boy Mike. Actually, no, he lives in Rhode Island. My bad. He works in Boston. So basically, boys, for this draft, we have a really good mix. We've got the 2-2, 5-6. Now, our tight ends have different buys. Our quarterbacks have different buys. So this is going to be a draft where we literally just attack like the rest of the way, RBs and receivers. That's it. We're going to load them up. Just heard something weird outside. I'm not sure what that was. It sounded like thunder, but I got a cloud in the sky, so I don't know. It was weird. All right, let's pull you guys back over here. So we got 3 picks left. Yeah, we're just basically looking for best available receivers and running backs. That's all we're doing here. Michael Wilson, I think, is worth a draft pick at this point, guys. Do I love it? No. Does he lack upside? Probably, but maybe. You never know. He had some good games. We just drafted Jalen Noel in the last one. Besh is falling behind. You don't like to see that. Yeah, so let's see. I'll get you guys over to these DFS picks too in a sec. So I think the pick's gonna be Michael Wilson because we have Kyler, we have Trey McBride. Why not take? We have. Do we get Benson in this one? Yeah, we got Benson. So this is basically a team that we're just saying, hey, we're kind of going all in on the Arizona offense. And look, let's say your team's really good. Let's say this team makes the playoffs, and let's say Arizona's offense is good all year. Imagine a world where you're in the playoffs and Kyler has a great game. Kyler rushes for 50 yards, scores a touchdown on the ground, but he also throws for like 225, 230, and has like 2 more passing touchdowns. Wouldn't it just break your freaking heart if we're going to take Alec Amanor? Wouldn't it just break your heart if Michael freaking Wilson had like 90 yards and 2 touchdowns? That's what you freaking want when you stack offenses, because there's a world where it happens, man. And you need some luck. You need some things to happen. But it's crazy that Stafford and Rodgers are still on the board, man. How times have changed. How times have changed. So, yeah, we got one pick left, and we're going to be looking to take a running back here, boys. We got Giddens. We got Taj Brooks. Looking to see maybe – let me see here. You got that kid from the Bears. Could be interesting. You know, he's projected to be the 3 right now. Maybe we just take a stab there in case something happens to Swift and just kind of lock down 2 guys in the Bears offense. I told you guys how much I like some upside guys. I'm looking for him right now. I'm not sure what's going on with Jordan James. He's falling way down here on the board. So Jeff Wilson Jr. is back in San Francisco. Maybe that's why. I didn't even see that we re-signed him. He definitely knows the system. He's had success in this system. That's interesting, actually. Let me see if I can get an update on what Underdog says about Jordan James here. Broke finger, out a few weeks. That's why he's falling in boards. So that's probably why they signed Jeff Wilson. I still trust my bones here. I think I don't know. It's tough because Wilson's played in the system, man. And we've seen him have success. I still like Jordan James, though, man. I do. I watched this kid play at Oregon, dude. He was their stud. He was their stud, man, in the final freaking 4 of college football. You know, and then I like Giddens too, because I think the Colts are actually better than people think. I'm almost tempted. I'll tell you guys right now, a little sleeper feeling. I think the Colts could actually win the division this year. I actually do. Giddens and Taj Brooks will be the pick. One of them, we'll see which one makes it to us, if maybe both. And I'll do a quick recap, and then I'll get you guys over to the DFS plays. And then, yeah, we're probably going to cut off the stream. Been live for about 90 minutes, a little over 90 minutes. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Anybody's new here, say what's up in the comments. Got some sick things going on, guys. You're going to want to really dig down right now. We're going to take Taj Brooks, man. I think he's just attached to a really good offense. And if something happens to Chase Brown, well, you're in business. And we took Chase Brown in the last one, so. But yeah, we're gonna dude, football's here, guys. Football's here. You know, the VIPs already had a huge preseason. Most of the guys that signed up on the year pass paid it off in the first week of the preseason. Now, the last 2 days in the preseason didn't go the best, but we had, you know, very low input, low wagers, not a lot of action. And quite frankly, you know, these coaches just kind of lied to us about what was going to happen on Sunday and Monday. So it is what it is. Look at this team, dude. Kyler freaking Murray, Dak Prescott. Dak could easily lead the league. You know, it's him or Burrow most likely in passing yards if he stays healthy. Hampton, Swift. I absolutely love that. Might be one of my favorite first 2 RB duos I've taken. Trey Benson. Something happens to Connor, you potentially have a league winner here. It's another piece with Kyler on that Arizona offense. Javonte Williams, we'll see. It's another piece of Dallas. Sampson, Taj Brooks, you know, good young upside guys here. They're treating Sampson in the preseason like he's the dude. And then we got CeeDee Lamb stacked with Dak. We got DK Metcalf, Cortland Sutton. These are you know, guys that could be really good as the number ones on their team. Jaden Higgins, the rookie out of ISU, playing over there with CJ Stroud. Going to be the number 2 probably to Nico with CJ. Mims, so we have 2 of these Denver guys that could pop off, help our playoff team. Potentially the number 2 receiver in Vegas in Dante Thornton. Michael Wilson is another piece of Arizona, so we have a lot of Arizona exposure on this team. Elegant Minor, however you pronounce it. Dude, he could be really good, man. They're going to be playing from behind a lot. I watched this kid play at Stanford. He's very good. I promise you, he's very good. He was a victim of horrible quarterback play in college football last year. Probably Stanford might have had some of the worst quarterback play in the entire FBS. And then you got McBride, who we spent some capital on, obviously stacked with Kyler Murray, and then Mason Taylor. Yeah, this is when you have a stud like this. Look, he's either going to hit or he's not. You don't need to draft a third tight end. You get one more guy to cover your bye week, and that's it. You're all in on this dude when you just spend that kind of draft capital. You do not ever draft a third tight end when you take Trey McBride or Brock Bowers or one of these other top maybe 2-3 guys. Okay, guys, I love this team, bro. This might be my favorite team I've drafted. I absolutely love it. I think it's going to smash. So let's get you guys over to these DFS picks. I think one of them may have started. Let's see if they have another taco up real quick. Shane Boz starts in 43 minutes, guys. 43 minutes. I think you could lock this in still. Let me refresh this, actually. 42 minutes. Like, what is going on here? 42. I thought this game would have started by now. That's weird. Anyways, that's the taco. So let's see. Let's pull you guys over here. So there you go. It says 42 minutes, but we'll see. And then, yeah, so let's X this out. Shane Boz under fantasy score. And then let's click on prize picks. Let's see if they have another taco. So they still got this girl 7 minutes. I'll tell you what, we'll wait 7 minutes, make sure we get this next taco if they give us one. Sometimes they stop. I don't know if they're going to be honest. Oh, they got some NFL preseason lines up. Okay, so we got a game on Thursday. Interesting. Robert Woods, Hunter Renfrow, Bo Nix. Not a lot of action here. Jack Plummer, Bo Nix. Man, good luck guessing this one. Teddy Bridgewater. That's probably a decent bet. He'd probably get some play here. Caleb Johnson's clearly the 2 right now in Pittsburgh. Clearly the number 2. I don't know if they're going to use him a ton, man. Maybe. He got a lot of work in week 2. So I think they don't show right here, but I think he hit this. Let's go take a look. Let's go back to the let me see if Underdog's got anything up here in the NFL. All right, so yeah, they got a lot of lines actually. Look at this. Sorry for my snips, guys. My allergies just going bonkers. They cut the grass like 2 days ago. They're letting it dry right now. About to come back up with the grouper, put it all into hay groups, and then come back with the baler and take their hay. I signed a contract with one of my neighbors to. These farmers are just so flaky, dude. But I got to do something with the land. It's like it's good for this is actually really good because they treat it with a lot of fertilizer and stuff. Look, Caleb Johnson had 8 and 11 carries. Dude, I know it looks crazy like you want to smash the over here, but dude, they might not play this guy much. I think they view him as their 2 behind Jaylen Warren, so I would lean the lower here. Fuck, dude. That's tough. All right, let's go over here to better. We got you guys this WNBA discount, 610, 640. Yeah, you're good. You got time. It's only 555. So you can lock these plays in. We set this $10 for $100. Massive upside. So, and then yeah, let me plug it. Take a screenshot real quick. Give you guys a sec, and then I'm gonna plug Rebet real quick here, and I got a play for you guys. You can lock in tonight if you're in a DFS state. Well, Rebet's your best friend. I got a lot of my VIP clients, premium members that use Rebet. States like California, states like Georgia. If you're in a non-traditional book state. This is your best friend. Texas, obviously another big one. And you can get, $100 free when you sign up with promo code SBA. And I got the pick for you guys too tonight. Staking myself on this. It's over on the Dana White Contender Series. Now this starts it doesn't start till 8:45. Co-main event tonight. And this is the only dog. I mean, it's a very favorite heavy card. You can see like -500, 5-1 favorite, 4-1 favorite, 3-1 favorite, and 7-1 favorite. Now I locked this guy in earlier in a parlay for the VIP. We got him at like -450 or 500. I mean, the money's really come in on this Delano kid. But this is the one dog I actually like. I think these lines should be flipped, and I think this is a fight he wins 6 or 7 out of 10 times. And at plus money, that's a good straight bet. Dude's a fucking giant, bro. Like, you should see him at the weigh-ins. Like, and I'm not saying the smaller guy can't win, but it looks like a mismatch. Like, this kid, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's favored to go to a decision. That's what this under 2.5 means. You can see it's like a pick 'em. So they think this one probably goes to a decision. I think this guy's just going to wear him down, to be honest with you. So we'll see. And you got, so like Vegas actually tells you a lot of things. So we'll wait on that taco. I think Price Picks had some contender series lines up. So we'll go look. But look, like the over 1.5, it's set at 1.5, right? So it's plus money on the under. But look at this one right here. This Uriel Hokit fight. This Hokit kid, he fights out of the place I was born, out of Fresno, California. And we'll see. We'll see. I think there's probably going to be violence in this fight. I think I would lean like under 1.5 though, and the books agree -250. We'll see what Prize Picks has that at, if they even have that line. Same thing with this one. The under is actually favored 1.5 rounds. That's 7.5 minutes into the fight. Let's see what they got. Let's see what they got over here. So where's MMA? There we go. So yeah, see how they're keeping this away right here. See how it's yeah. But you know what? That could be a decent pick because sometimes these things are just hyped. You know, sometimes they're just freaking hyped. Yet the Kuzi Jimenez fight. Where's that one at? 1.5 takedowns. Let's go to fight time, total rounds right here. Yeah, so see, I don't trust this at all, and it's a goblin. Yeah, they're pretty sharp with their shit tonight. I'll tell you what. This is a goblin too. So like the values on these pick'ems. Let me see what this this fight right here is on the books. 2.5 rounds. You know what? That actually I think is in the Chinese card. I think that's actual UFC. Yeah, Saturday. Okay, my bad. Let me see what we got here. I'll tell you what, man. This is a tough line right here. Because I think it's right where it belongs. Like, do you see round 3? It's tough. I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna avoid. I think we're gonna avoid the contender series on props. That was my initial instinct. I think we're just gonna avoid it. And let's see if we even get another taco here. So this chick's up in 52 seconds. So we'll see. We might not even get one. If we don't get one, we're done. We're done on the stream. Appreciate y'all tuning in, though. Let me see what Better's got over here real quick. Yeah, I'm not digging Better's discounts today, like at all. And Underdog has no promos going today, which is weird. Usually they like to compete on Tuesdays. Very strange. I don't have any promos. Yeah. All right, it's up in 5 seconds, so we'll see what happens. So sometimes they like delay it and add more time to it, which would be really dumb. But okay, well they actually took it down. So let's see if they loaded another one here. MLB. I don't know. I don't know how long it takes. We'll wait like 2-3 minutes. If they don't pop nothing up, I'm gonna end the stream, guys. I doubt they'd have it in tennis or soccer. My guess is usually like, okay, so we do have one. It's Pavetta, and I don't mind this at all. This is actually a good one. So let's go ahead and build something out here. He's probably going to get 5 strikeouts against my Giants. Let's see what we got on these Nerfies here. Man, dude, that's crazy. Lugo, Kelly, I probably would lean the under. Let me see real quick here. Let me pull you guys over here and kind of show you what I'm looking at. So first inning. Where's Kauffman Stadium? Looking for the little logo. So I actually like it. Look at this. 61% chance. Wow. 37% for the Rangers, 38%. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That's just a data play, 60%. So I don't love it. I mean, I would have naturally thought the opposite, but let's see if we can find one more here and we'll make a 6x play. So this starts in 13 minutes. Let me see if I can find something a little later for everyone. Bybee Eduardo. Let's see what else Ballpark Pal said. So that Chase Field one's also 57.8%. Man, I'm more of a nerfy guy, not a yerfy, but sometimes you just gotta trust the freaking data, man. They got the Petco Park game, but we already have Pavetta, so they're not gonna let us set that. Angel Stadium, 45% chance. Do they have that game up? They do. I kind of like that. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. So it's like a 45% chance. So you got Pavetta, you got Merrill Kelly, you got Hunter Green. So we take the less on this Angels game. We take the more. It's all data, man. It's not even my opinion. We're just trusting the data. And look, if you guys are new here, some of y'all probably seen it, but you're in good hands when your boy can't even set a $50 freaking play because I won too much money on Prize Picks. And anybody that cannot show you that's promoting Prize Picks, you probably shouldn't. Well, it's not that they can't be good. I'm just saying it's like a track record, right? So it's $5 is what they limit me to. That's all we can do. There's your play, guys. Take a screenshot. I'm going to cut the stream off here, I think. I'm going to go walk my dog out in the woods, drink another beer, maybe film a little venting, vlog for the other channel or something, my outdoor channel. But I appreciate y'all tuning in. Jay, we got Norseman, Eddie, Jordan was in the chat at one point. Good to see you guys tonight. I'm going to try to do these live best ball drops at least 4 or 5 days a week, guys. So we'll be doing a lot of them. So make sure you got the notifications turned on, or the bare minimum. Make sure you're over on the WINIBLE free plan so you get the notifications when I send them out. So that's going to be your play tonight. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and let's win some cash, man. I'll give you guys a couple free slips. So we got that one on Prize Picks, we got this one, and we got the better one. So, all right, peace.